Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Innokin Endura T22. So during the holidays and the New Year, you saw a lot of starter kits come out from a lot of different companies, and this one I didn't review. I did have it since December, but I had gone on and reviewed some other things, and now I'm coming back to review this since everybody else is done with their starter kits. This is an awesome starter kit. I did review a while back the Innokin T18, and I use, actually, you know what, to be truthful, and I am always truthful, I use this more than anything else right now. It's just because it's small, it's convenient, it's easy, and I like to do mouth to lung hits, basically simulating a cigarette, and it ends up my go-to. It's just convenient, it's easy to carry, it's not heavy, it's not complicated. I don't care about making big clouds, I just want a lot of flavor. And Innokin has these it's almost like the old style Cartomizers with holes in it in the middle, although it's not, but that design lends itself to crazy flavor, and this has some crazy flavor. So if you like the T18 but you want to bump it up to 2000 milliamp hours on the battery and increase your juice capacity to 4.5 milliliters, this is it. This is the step up. This, of course, is good for beginners. It's good for people who want to quit smoking. It's great for a gift to a loved one that you want to get off analogs, aka cigarettes. So look at this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. Now, Innokin did send me this to review, although it didn't give me any vendors really to sell it from. I did a quick look around the internet and saw that My Vapor Store has them on sale right now for $31, and I went ahead and provided a link to them. So this is what you would get. You get your Prism tank, again, that has capacity of 4.5 milliliters, and we'll be taking a close look at all of this. You get your, there we go, come on, get out of there. You get your battery, or box mod, or whatever you want to call it. And in here you have a cable, and you have an extra atomizer, and you have some extra O-rings, and you have a user manual, and underneath it there's some stickers. Now you can see that there's a lot of information here, and there's a lot of information right here. This makes it self-explanatory. It's very well laid out for the beginner, so there's no confusion. Everything just to get going. So these come in 3 colors. This is the black version with the red stripes. They also have a silver version and a blue version. Now these guys are very simple. You just turn it on by pressing the fire button 3 times, and you can see how it blinks red, which means it's ready to go. If you want to lock the device, you press it 3 times, and now it's locked, so it will not inadvertently fire. This guy's optimized for 14 watts. It's balanced to work with 1.5 ohm coils or atomizers. This is not meant for anything under 1.2 ohms, so you're not going to sub-ohm with this. This is meant just to be a simple device, but a very well-built, safe device. Specifications: this is 5 3/4 inches high. It's about 7/8 of an inch thick. The tank is 22 millimeters. That's why it's T22. So when I had reviewed the T18 earlier, that's because it's 18 millimeters in diameter. This one is 22. So what do you get? You get more battery capacity in here. Again, this one has 2000 milliamp hours of capacity, and you get more capacity in your juice, which is 4.5 milliliters. We'll go ahead and take a look. Oh, let me I get so ahead of myself all the time. Now, to charge this device, there goes the tank. You have a USB micro USB plug. This is the cable that they supplied. They did not supply an actual charger, but most of us already have a lot of chargers. You just simply plug that in, and you can see how this turns green. That means it's fully charged. If it weren't fully charged, this would have turned red. So we'll go ahead and unplug that since it came fully charged. Now the next thing you want to do now that you're good to go here, actually, you know what, 510, you have a self-adjusting 510 pin. You can see it has a really neat ring around here to allow air to get in there. Really neat. On the bottom, nothing. No battery venting. The venting happens through the hole that's also the micro USB port. So really that's really it. If when you're, let me start this up. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So when you're sitting here firing it, green means you're all good to go. If it turns red, that means your battery has dropped under 3.3 volts. It's time to charge, so it will blink red. The other thing with this is there is a 15-second cutoff, so if you're just vaping and it you keep the button pressed, 15 seconds of cutoff. This thing has a lot of protection, by the way, overheat, short circuit, over discharge protections, all the normal things that you would have in a modern device. So you have a little Delrin tip there. You have 2 O-rings, really nice. That makes sure that it's stable, it doesn't rock in there, it's held in nice and tight. To fill this device, you simply unscrew the top and you just fill it around the edges here, and just not in the middle, down around the edges until you fill it all up. So top fill, very simple. If you want to actually get to changing your coil, you just unscrew the bottom and you just pull this guy out and you can change your Atomizer. So very simple to use. Go ahead and pop that back in here. And again, this is for the beginner, so they make this very simple to use. By the way, all glass here, it's not plastic, stainless steel, very well made. So let's see, we need to fill this up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll show the beginners how we fill our juice up. Now we'll go ahead and simply put your juice right there, squeeze and fill it up. And you can see again 4.5 milliliters, so you have a very large tank. Should be able to vape all day long with that 2000 milliamp hour battery and 4.5, because this is a mouth to lung device. This is not meant for chucking giant clouds and competition or anything like that. It's meant to simulate a cigarette, mouth to lung. And where these Prism tanks really excel is flavor. Unbelievable flavor. I am so happy with my T18, so I have very high expectations for this T22. I'm hoping I get that same flavor, because it is the same type of atomizer here. I mean, doesn't this remind you of, you know, where you had a cartomizer and you punched holes in it and then you put it in the tank, the old style? But what this style does is it lends itself to some really awesome flavor, like you used to have with the cartomizers of yesterday, but you get it in a nice big tank. I just love the flavor that I get in my T18, so I hope this is the same. So what we're going to do is just sort of let this soak in for 5 minutes, and then I will meet you topside. I must say the ergonomics are really good. I mean, this fits in my fist perfect. I mean, it really feels good. And for everything that it is, it's pretty lightweight too. This is listed as 5.2 ounces, not including the juice. So whatever juice you add, of course, add that to the 5.2 ounces. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I have very high expectations for this, so please be good. That's a lot of vapor, and this is a mouth to lung hit. So that's a lot of vapor for a mouth to lung hit. And the flavor is there, just like my T18. So where did this come from? It is awesome. This is going to be my new everyday guy because it's still compact. It's still small. It's going to sit in my car little cup, my extra cup holder when I'm in the car by myself with this. And man, I just found my new everyday carry. The draw is perfect. It is simulating a cigarette perfectly for the mouth to lung hit. That's something you cannot do with those big box mods, with those big tanks. Those things are meant for lung hits. You could try to dial them down to the smallest little hole, and it's still too open. This is perfect. So this is probably the biggest kit that I've ever gotten that could still produce that perfect mouth to lung hit. It is very simplistic, very easy to use. You just enjoy it, and it's going to reward you with awesome flavor and the perfect draw. So I recommend this. I highly recommend it for the beginner or for the experienced long-term vapor who's just looking for that everyday carry just to vape and to get that flavor. So $31 at my vapor store. I provided the link below. Please feel free to purchase one if this is what you're looking for, or if you want to give one of these as a gift to somebody who you would like to see quit smoking so you could have that loved one around even longer. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye. Oh.